the weather and it's getting real, I'll be outside.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 0 of Behind Enemy Lines Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Scoop. And if you're wondering what the show is all about, let me explain. I live behind enemy lines. I work behind enemy lines. I hear sports talk behind enemy lines every single day. You see, I live and work in the Philadelphia area. That means from the moment I wake up until the moment I go to bed, I hear nothing but Eagles talk, Phillies talk, Sixers talk, Flyers talk. If a backup Eagles linebacker sneezes, it's breaking news. If a Phillies reliever throws 2 scoreless innings, it's the lead story. And while everybody around me is celebrating Philadelphia sports, I'm sitting there looking around thinking, am I the only rival fan in this city? Because here's the thing. I'm not a Philadelphia fan. I'm a New York Mets fan. I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. Yeah, I know. There are 2 fan bases that probably make Philly fans dislike me immediately. And that's exactly why this show exists. This isn't a Philly sports show. This isn't a national sports show. This is a sports show from the perspective of someone living in Philadelphia sports territory while rooting for the enemy. Welcome to Behind Enemy Lines. Now, before anyone gets upset, this isn't going to be a hate show. Of course, there will be some hate, but only when my team loses. But with that being said, I'm not here to scream. I'm not here to troll. I'm not here to act like every Philadelphia team is terrible. Actually, quite the opposite. The Eagles have one of the best organizations in football. The Phillies have built a legitimate contender, and Philadelphia fans are some of the most passionate fans in sports. But what makes this show different is that you're going to hear those stories from a completely different perspective. Because while everyone else is celebrating Eagles wins, I'm wondering how the Cowboys are doing. While everyone else is talking Phillies baseball, I'm watching the Mets. And every day I get to experience the reactions, emotions, celebrations, and meltdowns of Philadelphia sports fans firsthand. Like I said, my name is Scoop. I'm a husband, I'm a dad, I'm a blue-collar worker, and I'm a lifelong sports fanatic. Sports has always been part of my life. I've coached, I competed, I follow sports religiously. But one thing I always love is sports talk. The debates, the hot takes, the rivalries, the storylines, the emotions, the conversations. So I finally decided to create a platform where I can talk sports from my own unique perspective. Not as a Phillies fan, not as a national media personality, just as a guy living behind enemy lines. Now let's talk about what you can expect from this show. One of the recurring segments is called Pains and Gains. This is where we compare how my teams are doing versus Philadelphia teams. If the Mets are rolling and the Phillies are struggling, that's a gain. If the Cowboys lose and the Eagles are celebrating another big win, that's definitely a pain. We'll compare records, storylines, playoff races, championship hopes, and who's having a better sports week. Another segment is Enemy Line Story Time. This one might end up being everyone's favorite because living in Philadelphia sports territory gives me some unbelievable encounters, conversations at work, random arguments, unexpected trash talk, awkward moments wearing a Cowboys jersey, and the reactions people give when they find out I'm a Mets fan. Trust me, I've got stories, and there are plenty more coming. We're all to react to the biggest daily Philadelphia sports stories from a rival fan perspective. When Eagles news breaks, we'll talk about it. When the Phillies make a move, we'll talk about it. When the fan base is celebrating, we'll talk about it. And when they're melting down, we'll definitely talk about it. Whether you're a Philly fan, a rival fan, or just someone who loves sports, this show is for you. Because sports are better when different perspectives are involved. Sports are better when rivalries are involved. And sports are definitely better when people can laugh at themselves every once in a while. My goal is simple. Give you honest sports talk, give you entertainment, give you stories, and give you a perspective you probably don't hear very often. So if that sounds like something you enjoy, make sure you subscribe. Follow the show wherever you listen to podcasts. Share the show with a friend. And join me every week as we talk sports from Behind Enemy Line. I'm Scoop. This is Behind Enemy Line Sports Talk Show. And remember, when everybody around you is cheering for the home team, sometimes it's okay to root for the enemy. I'll see you in episode 1.